Good day, viewers. My name is Oyewole Jeremiah. You're welcome to today's episode. On today's episode, we shall be talking about the trending issues that have been going on around between the world record breaker Hilda Baci and Chef Dammy from Ekiti. I'll be doing this alone, so I have my guest with me that will be joining through this discussion together. On my left-hand side, I have...
I'm Miss Rebecca.
And on my right-hand side, I have...
I'm Miss Gift.
So, Gift, I'm starting with you. So now my question is, I will need to know your take about this saga between Hilda Baci and Chef Dammy. Do you think what Chef Dammy from Ekiti State has done is right? Or do you think she ought to have waited till when the world record has recognized Hilda Baci's efforts? What was your take on that?
Well, my take on that is Dammy should have waited, since Idabasi has not been recognized. She should have, waited for her to be recognized by the World Guinness Book of Records. Today is the day in which Idabasi was, recognized and
By the Guinness World
was
Record.
announced by the Guinness Book of Record that she broke the cook-a-thon. And to my own opinion is that Dammy should have waited for Abasi glory to shine a little before she start hers. So that's my
Okay.
take on that.
So you think she ought to have waited?
Yes, because I think she ought to have waited. For now, she's just like riding on Abasi's shine.
So Rebecca, um, Gift have said our own opinion, and at times opinions are not always the same. So I will need to know your own perception on these trending issues too, between Idabasi and Chef Dammy from Ekiti State.
Okay, thank you. What I would just say is that at first, my opinion was that the timing was not right. The way she just like came out unexpected. So I later like considered everything like if we are waiting for somebody shine, like the world is big enough for everybody to accommodate everybody. So maybe let me say if I want to go into music, will I say because Davido is already there or Burna Boy is already there means I will not go into music. So I just like consider in that aspect that if something like that can happen, then she too she can also do it. Okay. For Ida Basi, why she did it was something she already started from years back. She already started planning it. But for the other Chef Dami, she didn't make plans. And everybody budget are not the same. I disagree on that. That's what she said. She didn't make plans for it. I sorry. I disagree on that. You can't say she didn't make plans. Sure you get. You can't. Everybody plans, even the food to the gas, to the because now you're saying she didn't make plans. She just wants to be known. Yes, even that alone, she saw that with the what Idabasi did. She saw that Idabasi got sponsors. She saw people came out to support her. So she was like, okay, if Idabasi can be this big, if she can be this huge, if people can come out and root for her, why can't she do it? So she came out. She can't say she didn't plan it. No, she no now she has to plan the funding, the food, and everything. These days are very expensive. So she
Exactly,
has to
exactly,
plan. So
exactly.
for her to come out, take that bold step to do that, she has something backing her up. You
I
can't
disagree
say
with that. I disagree with that. Mere looking at, like I say, just mere looking at the setting of where she did it. Do you know that she's doing it inside a church? But can you compare it to where Hida is doing now, then did her own? She did it in Lekki, and you can't tell me that that place is not expensive. According to what she said she spent over 80 million in that show. She herself, does she have that up to that amount to book to do that show on her own? So she already has sponsor compared to Dami. She doing it in a church. And maybe like normally, if you want to break the world record, the food you are giving out there, it will be free. But oh, she's giving it at the take of 1,000. You have to pay 1,000 for you to eat, and that 1,000 does not cover for that whole day, because there are some people that went there, they gave feedback that when they went there, that after eating they were thinking the food will like the 1,000 will cover for that whole day, but after just eating just one single food, they send them out for other people to
To come
enter.
in.
So if you are telling me that she has planned all those things will not be like so, it will not be like that.
For me, I think one of the issues that Chef Dammy have is that, like you said earlier, she did not have, sponsors.
Yeah.
I didn't mean she have sponsors even before she embarked on this journey. It's something that it will be obvious that everybody will know.
Yeah, exactly.
Looking at the location,
Exactly.
the building itself, it's not
It's not
a
encouraging.
place where she ought to have done such. You understand? Now, like you said earlier, you said she's giving out the food for 1,000 naira.
Yeah, the rate of
Look at
1,000.
Chef Hilda Baci. During her own time, she gave the food out for free. I didn't mean she have sponsors. It's something she would have given out the food for free.
That was why I said for her to come out, for her to come out to take that bold step, she's looking for sponsors. She wants to be known based on she does not have she does not have sufficient equipment to make her be known and make people recognize her. That's why she didn't care that okay, since I don't have the financial means, I don't have everything in place, and she wants to be known. So that was why she came out.
So me, I think, let me come in from there. So
Okay.
me, I think what she does, she loves doing it.
Yes.
Because there are some people that they will tell you that even if you listen to what people say, you won't get to where you need to get to.
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you understand? So now I think because she have passion for that stuff, that was why she went for it.
And she even addressed the issue that why she came out was because of what she saw, the boldness for Hilda to do something like that.
Exactly,
That was
exactly.
why she did it. It was
Because
not something she planned.
was it not
Still,
yesterday?
you can't say she didn't plan it. No,
For me, I can't say she planned it.
you don't just like you call even the people around, the people with her. She called them, and they had a meeting that okay, since Ida can do this, why can't I? Why wait for sponsors, financial means? We can do this.
See,
So
excuse me.
I
Why
think she
do you
planned.
know why I said she didn't plan it? If you notice, before the commencement of this marathon race, if you notice during I don't know one of the live sessions going on between Hilda, she mentioned about it some years back because I went through her Instagram. She mentioned it some years back.
Me, I won't
Means
say
it
okay.
was something she has, and Dammy never mentioned it. We just saw it on the internet.
You see,
She's
there's one
going for
thing.
it.
Sorry, there's one
Okay.
thing. Before you embark on anything, you must plan.
Yes, you
Even
must
if
plan.
So
wait, sorry,
me,
even
I
if
think
she
I
planned, that
think
we can't call that one planning.
Rebecca,
It's
I
planning
think
there.
she planned,
She
but the time was just too limited,
It
too
was
short,
too short.
too
For
So
me,
you
short.
she
can't
didn't
just
plan that thing.
listen. You can't just go
You
on
can't just
air.
embark on anything
Yes,
without
without
planning.
planning. This
Why?
life.
Why? I'm
See,
still saying
wait,
why I said she did not
Becky,
plan this thing. She
Becca,
didn't mention it right from time. You
Rebecca,
just like she's not even the first person. If you notice, there are other people that were came in like they
Rebecca.
came out, but they just stopped
Other
at
people,
some.
if you notice, some other world record breakers, they didn't go out just like we Nigerians. Start doing paparazzi and all of that. Even some, it was Ida Basi, cook-a-thon that made us know that other people like a chef from India. It was through Ida Basi we knew that a chef from India has done this.
Yeah, there was a post that
So
came
there
up
are some
during
other
that
world
time.
recorders that didn't make noise about this and all of that. So for Dammy, the Ekiti chef, to come out, although she might not have planned the way Ida did,
And that's
but
what I'm trying to say.
she called her team, and they took that bold step because it is not easy for you
Exactly.
to go on
Exactly.
air and say you want to start cooking for hours.
So
No.
me, I think she planned,
Yes, I think she
but
planned,
the time
but the
she used
timing
for the
was
planning is just
For
too
me, I
short.
still disagree with you guys. I disagree.
Okay,
For me, she didn't plan
now
it
let's look at it
because
from this way. Now
even
let's look
looking
at it.
at the arrangement of the food, how can someone say you planned something and you went for a
it is what
marathon race
it is what you
and
You,
you are
have.
offering gas to select beans? You are
Becky,
offering gas to dance. If she really planned, she would have gone through the rules and regulation of how they do it.
Rebecca, like I said before, if she didn't plan, eh? Because looking at you, you are saying she didn't plan.
She
They
didn't
must have
plan
put this
because
in place. Wait,
if she
calm
really
down.
planned, she
They
would
must
have
have
gone through the do's
wait,
and don'ts of
wait,
the rules going
wait,
on. She
wait,
didn't plan it.
wait.
Even Ida Basi that he said she planned it.
Mm.
If you notice, when they announced her as the new world record breaker, if they didn't even give her the 100 hours she went for, her hours was they removed 7 hours from that 100 hours because of the miscalculation she did.
so she miscalculated
Yeah, she
the rest
miscalculated
minutes.
and she added like doing her resting hours. She added. So if you say somebody that plan they can minus something like that from her, and compared to Chef Dammy that I said she didn't even make any plans or anything, for her to off gas to be peeling beans, for her to off gas and be dancing, is that how they do it?
With that, I think the world record can also reduce
It's
from
possible
Chef
they can.
Dammy's
It's possible they will even
hour
reduce it.
too.
You will not be surprised that hour will be 45 minutes. They will give her.
Okay, like I said earlier, you said um Chef Dami didn't plan it.
Yeah, she
But
didn't plan.
my take on this is that for her to take that bold step, she knows that what she's going for, what she's into is not just some cook and bull.
So sorry, she didn't just go into it. It was because of what she saw.
Yes,
Dammy,
that's what I'm telling you.
Hilda did. That's
That's
why
what I'm
she
saying.
didn't plan it.
Wait,
You
see,
can't call that one plan.
you don't say that she didn't plan. She
You
just
can't call, because
see,
if you
for you
plan something,
now,
you know your budget. How can you be doing something like that and you know the do's and don'ts of the regulation of how
on
this
her
is being done,
part, on
and
her
you are
part,
charging
on
your
Dami's
people
part,
1,000
on
for
Dami's
them
part,
to eat,
on Dami's
and you
part,
call that one
Dami
plan?
didn't go through the rules and regulations. Fine, I agree. But you're saying she didn't plan at all.
For me, she
For
didn't
her
plan.
to take that bold step and say, yes, I can do what Ida has been trying to do for 2 years. Like for what
It's possible. I can see somebody that
you know,
ginger me, like I love what that person did, and that person, through the action of that person, I can decide to even go for it.
that's
I may
why
not plan it, but with the action of that person, I can do it.
you can't just wake up one morning and just say, okay, I want to do 120 hours cook-a-thon. It isn't done.
My
Okay,
sister,
fine.
it's possible.
Fine. Okay, why that morning she woke up and said
It's
she wants to
possible.
do it? Why didn't
Rebecca,
she do it that day?
me, I think,
That
like she
morning.
said earlier,
Yes.
it's not possible.
It's not
You can't
possible.
just
May I
wake
still
up
disagree?
One morning.
on a day
Yes.
like
And
and you say you want to
okay,
embark
then
on
she said she loves
120
okay, wait,
120 hours cutting
wait.
record. Do you
Rebecca,
You
understand?
know, she's not the first person to just come out to that they want to
Rebecca,
after
my
that.
question
And
to you.
where are those people now? Like there's a chef from Ethiopia that wanted to embark on this thing, but now up to now we did not hear from the person.
Rebecca, my
Because they did
question
not
to
come
you.
out and say, okay,
That's
they
what
want
I'm
to
saying. They did
they
not
want to
plan it.
exactly. But
Rebecca,
They
you
did not
cannot say, you
plan
cannot
it.
say Dami did not plan.
Dami
She
She
didn't
planned.
plan.
planned.
She planned. Rebecca, let me
She
tell you.
planned,
Wait.
but
didn't
I
plan.
You
think
know
her
what?
timing for planning is just too short.
You
Too
can't say
short.
she
Didn't plan
didn't
it.
plan.
She
She
didn't plan
planned.
very well.
Okay, the morning she said, "Fine, I love what Ida did. I'm going to do it." She inspired me. Why didn't she just do it that morning? She said it. Obviously, she has to plan. Like, okay, I'll go to the
She need to
market
put some things
and
in place,
yeah,
get some
get
stuffs
something.
that she
Okay,
will use
fine.
for the.
Okay,
See,
like now
the
this
planning
morning.
in the aspect of food, all those ones that you know normally that you are going to use food. What I'm saying in the aspect of planning, the place she will use, the
She
rules and
wait,
regulations.
the place she used.
Yes.
The place she used.
How can you use a church
Wait now.
for
The
such things?
place she used, she has already planned. She had her mind there that is where I was
That's
going
a,
to
see,
use.
even if she can't just say that's where I'm going to use, she would
The
have
church.
taken, she would have talked to the church,
So,
like the owner of the
are you
church.
telling me that she didn't take permission before she
That's
did
what I'm
that?
saying. She would have talked to the owner
That
of
is
the
part
church.
of planning.
But
Yeah.
me, for me,
If she
I
did not
can't
take
count that.
permission,
What I'm saying
If
in the
she didn't
aspect
take
of planning.
permission, if she didn't take permission, she won't be allowed to do that thing
so exactly,
there. So
she won't be
for her
given the
to take
permission to use that place for
she has
a
already yes.
cutting record.
If you guys are looking at like the trend going on, many people are blaming her that she didn't really plan this thing. Because assuming she really planned this thing, she would have seen the way Ida did her own.
She saw the way Ida did us, but chose to come out earlier.
Me,
Early.
I think
That's it.
part of the issues that she's having is sponsors, like I said earlier. Because I didn't mean the time that she wanted to start the stuff, she already have sponsors,
That's what I'm
advisors.
saying. You would have gotten sponsor if
Wait.
you really plan. You didn't get sponsor for what you're about to do. So will you call that
So,
one
but at
plan?
least
Yes, it's
I
planning.
guess with her team, at least they still made some plannings
Yes.
before. But you saying that she did
I
not plan
guess
at all,
I guess
so I think
Guys,
it's
I guess-
I guess she's
out
like
of it.
no, I guess she's like if I come out and do this, people will come, sponsors will come, like people will come and route for me, like people will show up for me. I think that was what her plan was. Like if I can do this, if Ida can do this and people came out for her, then obviously people can also come out for me too.
Exactly.
So
It's
that's
not
what
something she really
but
planned.
no, you can't say she didn't plan at all. She planned. She
For me, she
planned,
didn't plan.
yes. For her to go to the church and take permission that I'm going to be using this vicinity, this location for the cook-a-thon marathon. is part of planning. For her to call out her team and say, we are doing this within this short period, she planned, she knew what she was doing. Sure, you get?
And it was something she started planning years back.
You don't understand. I'm talking of Dammy.
Okay,
She's
you're
talking
talking
about
of
Chef
that.
Dammy.
When Chef Dammy saw Ida, you know, on social media, you know, the way people were talking about her, rooting for her and all of that, you know, that inspired her to come out and like, okay, give her thoughts about come out and do her thing, because she was inspired and people came out for her. People, sponsors, people she didn't, you know, people came out for her and she was known. She became famous. She had followers. People started. She was the trendy topic of the minute. So since Dammy saw that, I would say that the day Dammy decided, like, yes, I'm inspired by these girls, by what she did. I like what she did. I want to come out. I want people to also, you know, root for me. I want to get sponsors. I want to also be known. I want to do what this girl did. The day she came out, the day she made that decision was not the day she actually came out and said she wants to start cooking. She get now. Ida Baci has been planning this for years. You are saying that Dammy didn't plan. For her to call her
You are
team.
still getting me wrong. When
Wait.
I say I'm not even talking about where she used us.
No,
for
I'm
the
not
cooking.
talking of
In my own
cooking.
aspect of planning is what I'm saying she didn't plan.
I
At least
didn't.
when
I
it
am not
comes to
talking.
the feeding,
I am not
the
talking
cooking,
of.
the materials, those things she used.
They've already spoke.
She didn't
They've
plan it.
see. They've
For me,
spoke
she didn't
about
plan
it.
it. Like she didn't plan
See,
it
let me
because
tell you something. She
I'm
didn't
still
have
saying
enough.
it. If you really plan, even if you don't have enough, you already know if you are really going for that marathon.
She knows
If
her
you know the
strength.
do's and don'ts,
Wait. First off,
if you really plan that kind of thing, you will not
planning.
be charging
Planning.
1,000.
Planning.
You can't
Wait.
call that one planning.
Planning is different from rules and regulations.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait.
You should have made research about the do's and don'ts. There is no way you tell me Hilda will just go into it without making
part.
plans, making research about what they do
That
and what
is
they
a
don't
mistake
do.
on Dammy's part. So you don't say that is a mistake. You don't put
Everybody have their own flaws.
yes. You don't say
Nobody's
a mistake.
perfect.
Okay, fine. You made an insight that Hilda Baci also made a mistake on miscalculations. Okay. You don't say that okay because she made mistake on miscalculation doesn't mean she didn't plan. That is two different things. That is a mistake. Planning and mistakes
For
are
herself,
different.
she didn't know that it was a mistake.
Wait, madam, calm down.
For herself,
I
she
am
didn't
trying
know
to
that it
clarify
was,
this.
You forgot that after everything, they will still submit their own video for the world record to go through everything.
But you are misinterpreting things.
Them going through everything, they will start from the food, the way they like, what they normally do, maybe paying money for them to eat. That's what they are going to go through.
Wait.
Their hours, the instrument they use.
What I'm trying to let you know is that you saying she made a mistake, and planning. I didn't
even say she made a mistake. I'm just giving you what they mentioned on the internet.
Mistake.
I didn't say she made a mistake.
Wait,
don't get me wrong, please.
I get you there. The mistake you have been lamenting on, you have been driving at is that Dammy didn't make enough research. Like she didn't go through the rules and regulations. That's what I'm trying to let you know, that you don't call a mistake on plan issue. Sure, you understand. Now there are some things we'll say okay, we never planned for in our life that happened. We know that one is certain. But for Dammy to like say, okay, I like what Ida did, I want to also do the same. She know what she know that she's not just going there to play. Okay, she's not going, it's not a shere something. So for her to come up and say to call her team,
I think you are not following up this.
I am
issue.
following it there.
I am not sure you are following
yeah, I'm
up.
following it. I'm
Because
following
for
it very
me,
well.
The way I see it, she thinks she just cooking for fun. If you really watch the video, you think she just how will somebody leave what she's supposed to be doing, be cooking, you off gas and be dancing. Even the assistant carried her up and they were dancing.
Hey, now maybe they were dancing because maybe she doesn't want her to lose the zeal or maybe feel tired or something.
Kind of
if you remember,
and you're off your gas to do that.
See, maybe they planned it that okay, since we don't have enough gas, because since they don't know about the rules and regulations, they don't know.
That's what I'm saying. She didn't plan it.
She planned it. She planned that.
I don't disagree. It's not that I'm not happy with her. I'm still happy with her. But what I'm saying, she didn't really plan.
She planned. There's nothing like she didn't really.
She didn't plan.
There's nothing like she didn't really.
She didn't plan.
Is it that she planned or she didn't plan?
No matter what you said, for me, my own opinion.
For me, Dammy knew what she was
My own
doing.
opinion, she
For
didn't
me,
plan it.
for me, Dammy knew what she was doing. She knows that Guinness World Record is not something you just go out and just say you want to play about it. Okay, you can't just go out and say, I want to partake in the Guinness World Record and start, giving excuse that I didn't plan.
See,
No,
you know why?
you have to
After even
plan.
going for that 128 hours, she later addressed the issue that she didn't really want to go for it.
And that's what she would say.
That's what I'm
I think
saying.
there
If
was
you
there was a
plan,
post
why
that
will you
came up
change?
then. I
Yes,
said it was her pastor that pushed her.
exactly. She
Yeah,
didn't plan
see,
something.
you don't. Let me tell you something. Sometimes we don't want to go for something. Some people, somebody might influence us to do what
To
we
do
never
exactly.
intend to do it. That does not mean we are not going to plan about it. Since our pastor influenced her, calm down, dear.
Yes.
Calm down. Since our pastor influenced her and she saw reasons with what her pastor said, then she gathered her team together and like, okay, fine, I'm going to do this thing.
Hmm.
So how do you think we should go about it? Then somebody might just say, okay, since we don't have enough gas and all of that, before we cook the beans or while we are cooking the beans, we should off the gas.
Yeah.
Do you see the reason? Do you see my point? So you don't say that she didn't plan. For a pastor to call her and tell her that, she can easily back out and say, sir, I'm not ready for this. I haven't planned. I don't have the financial means to do this, but I think I'll take my time. But for her to agree to do it, it's a big step, and that means she knew what she was doing, and she called her team, and they planned this whole saga together. So you don't say that she didn't plan. She planned for this, and she knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
She knew
Well,
what
I
she
would
was
say everybody
getting
with their
into.
own opinion. So there's no
So
way I'll try to convince you, or there's no way you try to convince me. So everybody has their own opinion.
thank
Yes,
you.
yes,
So everybody
everybody
has
have
their
their
own
own opinion,
opinion.
and it's not possible for us to have the same opinion. So we have
Exactly.
different views.
Yeah.
So
So
although I'm still happy for her, I'm still happy for her.
Yes,
of course,
she's
And
everybody's
now
happy for her.
she's, let me
I
say, she
think
has
she has
done more than
surpassed
100 hours.
exactly.
So she
She has
just has
passed 100
3 hours
hours
to
and
go.
is still counting.
And our
So
dear
it's
Hilda Baci, she
best
has
of
been
best of
given
luck
the
to her.
world record.
Yes.
yes, we're happy for, although it took like time because
Yeah,
we
yeah,
were
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
like
the
think
just
it was because of the reviewing
yeah, it's
process.
reviewing
That was
exactly.
why it took too long before they now,
So
declared
assuming
her
she
as.
didn't like, that the last will I say the past record holder from Indian,
mm.
she did her own was, is it not 87 hours?
Was not
So
200.
No,
no,
it
it was, I
wasn't.
think, 87 hours. So
Okay.
assuming Ida didn't add some hours to her own, because she was planning on going for 19 hours. That was her own plan.
Mm.
So my through the motivation and support of viewers and other people, so she decided to just make it 100. So assuming she didn't make it up to that 100, she just did 90 hours. Do you know that for them to have removed that 7 hours, she will not be able to?
Yes, that's why they did the review. And that's why it took so long for the Guinness Book of Records to like release, like announce either as the world record. So they had to go through it, see her mistakes, and so that is why it took so long for her to be announced
Oh,
the winner.
thank you. All right, our viewers, I hope you enjoyed our today's episode. But before we close the session, I would like to ask our guest this question: how many hours can you use and cook?
Ah, me, I can't go for it, so I will not
How
lie.
about you, Gift?
Ah,
I can't also.
Okay, thank you very much, our viewers. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
bye.